What is going on? I'm Frank KG5HJ, and thank y'all for joining. We're going to be having some fun. I think I'm in a soft focus right now. I might have to fix that later. But we're going to be talking about Extra by April, and then we're just going to be hanging out with. We got Joe, Brett in the wings, and Izzo's going to be joining us. So let's go ahead and start off as always by. I'm not even in streaming mode yet. Where it is. There it is. Playing that awesome intro video, which I hope it works because I didn't check it. Quick shout out to all my Patreons who makes the show possible. You can support me by joining Patreon in the link below. And on to Tank Radio. There we go. I got my mic working now. I'm pulling it down to a right setting. Y'all tell me in the chat how it sounds. We're going to be having some fun, but as always, I'm going to start it off at the top by saying thank you to everyone who's watching. I really do appreciate. Thank you to my YouTube and Patreon sponsors. Y'all are awesome and amazing. Did I even get the chat up? Wayne already used his channel super chat. I need to get that up because I was messing with the mic settings, and the update messed with the mic settings, and boom! Did that work? No. Yes, there it is. Thank you for the super chat. I do appreciate. Beware the eyes of March, especially the eyes are here. Yes, and the eyes of the updates. I just want to say also, the patches are over on Jason's site. Go ahead and get your patch for Tank Radio. It's an awesome Velcro patch. My backpack's over there. I have it on my backpack and a couple other places. I really do love it. And also on Jason's site, the sticker packs. The sticker packs are there. The patches with the sticker packs are there. Everything's there. To also help support the channel, search for Tank Radio on any podcaster app you have, and also the YouTube and Patreons. Links for all that is in the description below. I think that is it. We don't have Izzo yet, but the awesome and amazing Joe, though. How you doing, Joe? How are you today? I am a little frazzled. We put this together literally an hour ago. Something fell through, and other life things happened, and I wasn't able to put this stream together how I usually do, like doing it during the week. But I'm glad you came on, and I'm glad Izzo will be joining us. I'm looking forward to sharing a cigar with my friend. And you're my friend too, but you don't smoke cigars. Yeah. What are you drinking today? Oh, Joe. Yeah, I got it. You're good now. You're good, Joe.
Look, it's a frazzle kind of night for Tank. Just bear with it. You know, he had Windows updates, and you know how that goes.
Well, Windows updates that spiraled into a BIOS update, and on Dell's,
Lord.
You know, that can be like a 10-minute thing. And I rebooted, and I was like, okay. I started the reboot at 5:40. I didn't finish until 5:52. I was like, jeez.
Wait to see if they can hear me now.
Yeah, you should be good. You are showing all bars are green.
Roger that.
Can't hear Joe. Also, you're not on the lapel mic. Yes, I am. No, it's going to be one of those J's. It says it should be the audio jack mic. This mic right here. Right. That's maxing out the volume right there.
That's it, definitely.
Look, Joe says that's it to his stream. Jeff, what's going on? We can hear Joe now. Dave says perfect.
There you go. You just had to blow the audio through the tube there.
Right. But Joe, man, what's your call sign? Can you enlighten us what your amazing call sign and voice is over here?
Yeah, I'm commonly known on the air as K5YVY from Mississippi.
I never get tired of hearing that.
Oh, you should have had me on like last Monday night when my
Yeah.
sinuses attacked me.
Oh
Uh,
man.
I had
Oh
that I had
man.
that bass voice, boy. It was. I was
I
seriously. I was like, I should be doing voiceovers right now.
I had about 2 or 3 weeks ago when we got back from Orlando. I had a severe sinus infection that I got all the meds for, and I was out for a week, and then yeah, so I'm still kind of recovering from that. Every now and then I got a cough, but other
It's
than
hard to get
that,
rid
man,
of.
it is. It is. Hey, here comes our friend Izzo. Let's catch up with him. All right, and we are transitioning. Transitioning. I swear I can YouTube and stream. But
And there is a Izzo.
yes.
IZZO. That's very creative, Frank.
I'll be right there. Don't talk about me.
We're
Okay.
never, my friend, man. But what's going on over on the clubhouse lately?
I don't know. I don't pay attention.
You're over there every night, right?
Just about. I don't take a lot of absence. There's a few. I took one last week because of my allergies. Nobody wanted me to see that. So
Yeah.
I still join the chat because that's what I do while they're talking about stuff, trying to make an interesting show. I'm in the chat room with the folks.
A lot of
And,
times I join y'all from the cigar house, their cigar lounge, and listen. And every now and then Jason's there, and we're kind of Mr. Stein threading y'all and having fun and poking in the chat. I really do enjoy the clubhouse. But right now, and if I didn't have to do all these updates, I would have a better handle on this. But y'all are running an Extra by April event on the Ham Radio Clubhouse. Can you just briefly go over what that is?
Well, since you asked, Extra
Yes.
by April is something that Shane mentions often. And that's, he wants you to get your. Okay, I'm going to quit. I'm going to be serious.
Yeah, no. You just throw him under the bus. I'm okay with this.
As as far as my knowledge, like the whole show on YouTube was Izzo's idea. Great idea, Izzo. Really?
Made
Extra-
you big.
Extra by April is a really kind of confusing thing for the first time people see it because they're like, oh, I got to do it by April. And then, no, we made Shane, we forced him to stretch it out to the end of April. So by the end of April, there's a lot of encouragement. Some folks in the group in our Discord that has a rolling conversation. Last year, I remember seeing a guy doing a lot of test questions, just popping in, doing some test questions. People would give answers, and then we would answer it later. Just to help you study, encouragement. And it's really not necessarily just to get your extra. I mean, that's what our top license is here in the U.S. So, but if you ain't got your tech yet, and you want your tech, or you got a tech and you want a general, either class of license, any of them, is an encouraging place to go and surround yourself with folks that's going to keep pushing you and kicking you in the butt to try to upgrade the license. I think that's an executive summary. Izzo, did I miss anything?
I think that's pretty much covers it. Izzo.
No, I find a method that works for you because we're so lucky in 2026. We're so lucky. You could do it via a book, and if a book is your thing, with highlighting it, reading it, going through the multiple questions, going back, flipping the page. If that's your thing, go for it. There's an app out there. There's some great apps out there. Quizlet is out there.
Oh, I haven't heard of that one. What is that?
The Quizlets where you can. I found some Quizlets when I was studying for my general, but that was a long time ago. Maybe they don't exist anymore. but again, practice tests. Either on your phone, on your iPad, on your computer, whatever. I know for a while there, every once in a while, there was some stuff popping up, and I know Jason was doing it, and a few other people were doing it with on the YouTube here.
Mm-hmm.
So again, we're so lucky to have these multiple methods. Find what works for you, and like Joe said, I think we kind of clarified it. It doesn't have to be the extra. If you're a technician right now and your goal right now is to get the general, here you go. As well as if for some reason, be, Joe, help me out with this. But with Steve's affiliation with the online testing, let's just say for something comes up in your life or whatever, things are crazy, and you're going to get this done by June. You let us know, and the boys will schedule a session for you.
Yeah.
You could be the only one, but not back in the days where you had to wait till like a Sunday and go down to the church or the VFW hall, wait for all the VEs to be there. And on the table is a big long table with three guys correcting the big box of Dunkin' Donuts times 2 or 3 and all this other stuff. It's this online testing stuff I think is a incredible positive way of encouragement of again finding your method, do what you got to do, incorporate it into your life, and do it. So
I think it's kind of more straight to the point when it's test time too. You got a schedule. People get in, they read you the rules, check out the room, take your test.
Right.
Then you're done. But
go sit in your bathroom and you're done.
Yeah. They actually encourage it.
Down too much.
They encourage. Am I right, Joe? They encourage you to do it in the bathroom. It's easier for them when you pick up your. From what I understand,
it's a smaller room. There's
and you walk around like this with your laptop, so you could show the environment that you're in. A big, huge closet. If you have a huge a changing closet, that may be another great little method. Versus the living room. I haven't been in that atmosphere yet, so I don't know, Joe. Maybe you tell me what do you recommend for rooms besides the bathroom or closet?
Well, you just got to keep in mind, and some of you may be wondering if you haven't really heard a lot about this or checked into the online testing thing. The reason that they want to see your entire room, your desk, your keyboard, anything that you can show them, is just verification. You ain't got a cheat sheet sitting around. That's all it is to validate the legitness of the test session.
And there was a Ham Shack TV did a live test session with the physics duck, Chris.
You wanted to see something cool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, did you see the live stream? I had him on my live stream.
You did?
Yes.
I hadn't caught it yet.
You need to come. It was so much fun. I pretty much opened up the stream. I'm like, this is not going to be your normal stream. There is going to be language, and I'm just letting y'all know we're just going to let that fly because I want this to be fun. And that guy is so amazing. So much fun.
Well, we were also one night. We were after the show. We like to get together after the show for 5 minutes, sometimes 15 minutes, and we were asking Steve regarding the room, being part of the VE team. And how do you coordinate the whole cheating thing? Because there's going to be some percentage. We want it low, and it usually is, but the point is, it's still not 100%. And some people think they're going to get away, excuse me, with cheating. Steve says we could pick it out in seconds. Someone's eyes, body movement, and the more they've done this, they're able to pick out. So guys, don't.
And the tests are not that hard. Mostly it's memorization on. I am really low. I just readjusted that. Why is it super low again? Blah 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 blah. Properties. Mic jack. One hug. All right, so 100 again.
There you go.
5.
Switch again.
Right? Jeez. I'm trying to do this on the fly. I apologize. It's an easy test in the end to get your technician and to upgrade the general. It's frequency memorization, some stuff on circuitry, and then a little bit of math, but the math is easy. Algebra. I say algebra, but it's just addition.
Easy.
it's just some multiplication. It's
for
just some
yourself, son.
division, and you get to use a simple calculator. So it's fine. It's fine. You got this.
Are we live right now?
We're always alive right
No,
now.
What the hell are you talking, Frank?
he's
I-
just
I
being
s-
Frank.
I
only
say
kidding.
that. I say that now, but I'm not even extra yet. I'm not extra yet.
When I studied for my extra, I did some math on the math and realized that I could just completely skip that math section because I had a max probability of 2 math questions out of or 2 questions out of each pool, whatever. So I was like, okay,
There-
I don't even
there-
need this.
There's a way of gamifying it. I think there was a section on the general test. I did the same thing where I'm like, all right, out of all the questions, if I miss some of these, I'll be all right. I'll just study up on the other stuff that I know I can go out
Yep.
and knock out pretty easily.
Exactly. What I did.
The some tools out there that help you or can help you. Let's do this transition. I got hamstudy.org. Hamstudy.org is a great free website to help you with your studying for the test. Supported by Signal Stuff and Signal Sticks. I really do like these guys. And another site out there that will help you out a lot is Ham Radio Prep. Ham Radio Prep, there is a free portion to their website, so that is great. I love it. And if you do pay for the Ham Radio Prep, there's more advanced features that will help you learn the test more. But both of these websites work amazingly. And was there an app also? Someone had an app that had all the test questions on it, and I was using it.
Well,
a
Ham
while
Radio
ago.
Prep does. Ham Radio Prep does.
Uh-huh.
About a week ago, I think it was Joe. We had Tim Reed, who does the. He's the. What's the best? How would you describe him? He's their promoter as well as he's their teacher. He's your online teacher within your app, or if you go to the website and learn off of there. Either way, and yeah, absolutely incredible, absolutely great guy, fantastic guy. So
There was the apps I used for my general and my extra. I used phone apps, and I just remember can't call off the top of my head who published them, but they had the little pencil with like a Scantron icon. That's what it was, and I can still find it when I look at it at the app store, but I can't verify that it's been updated. So I always try to see when the last update is, and I don't know if it's got the most current, if he's still keeping it current with the recent pools of questions. But yeah, it was great. They was, of course, online testing wasn't a thing when I did that, but
I mean, I think the online test has really opened up this hobby to a lot of the general public, and especially after the big COVID. A lot of people are just not willing to go out and be in these big meetings. They enjoy their home life, but even so, the online testing just it gives them the additional tool set so that they can get their license. And
Frank, from what I understand, online testing, and somebody here or in the chat can correct me, has been around for even before the COVID came in. It was being used in remote areas of our country and so yes, COVID accelerated it, but yeah, I fully and not to take away from in person. If there are groups or oops.
you're fine.
You're right.
Okay. Look, a Windows update just popped.
Squirrel, don't trust it. Don't trust it.
Windows update on his iPad just popped up.
What the hell's going on here? I've never had that happen before. So, I guess what I'm saying is I like it when things can complement things. So if there's a section of the United States, we'll use our country as an example, that has a local group that's been doing this and it continues to be successful, do it. Obviously, the in-person stuff, there's nothing to replace. If you want to add it, you add it to your program. If not, man, then go with. I'm all for anything in our hobby that can promote and give options to people. Like you guys know me, I don't care about FTA. I can care less about that mode.
I'm I
Although
am
I'm not
so
going
on
to
the
talk.
same page.
Although I'm not going to talk down upon it, at least not publicly. But if it's for you and for whatever reason you want, and you're making contacts, and you're being happy, and you're being a good operator, then guess what? I say,
Hmm.
I salute. Go have fun and do it. I think that's really it applies here. Online testing. I heard a couple of people locally a while back. They were like, that's not right. It's not the right way we're doing it. I'm like, oh my God, here we go. It's the same thing we heard when the internet was going to come in and ham radio was going to die because of the internet. No,
Hmm.
it didn't. It only helped. It only helped in so many areas.
Same thing
And
they
look,
said when single sideband came
Single
along.
sideband, exactly.
hmm
Back in the '60s. Back in the '60s, and
and and look at no code testing now. CW is exploding in popularity.
yeah, exactly. Why? Why? 40 years later,
Because
30
you're doing
years
it because
later.
you want to do it. I think
Yeah.
you
Yes,
have to.
yes. I am so happy that so many guys have either rebirthed or brought in new people who found this new mode called CW Morse code, and they're having go for it, man. I love hearing all this positive stuff about our hobby. I really, really do, and I think that's so important because when you look at other things with industry and other hobbies, when it doesn't change, eventually, it's just going to go away. Eventually,
Hmm. I
you
I
know.
agree. I agree. The so the one tool that y'all put together in the Extra by April, I think Shane or Steve threw this together. There is the accountability form. In this form, you sign up, and I'll go ahead and drop a link in the chat for it, or is the nicer link in your Discord? Let me check the Discord link. Nope, it's just the forms. Boink. Here's in the chat. And if you want to participate, this is just accountability. And I think you get an email, and then you say yes, I did it, and it just shows your name. You checked, but it's nothing other than that. It's just help us be accountable, and just for me. If I announce I'm going to do something, I set dates and everything, and it's real easy for me to push it off. But if there's some form or something that's keeping track of my progress, oh heck, I am going to stay on it. And if that's also, if you're also like that, then this form is there to help y'all. Woot. But yeah, man, I'm glad this Extra by April push is happening. I know it's getting a lot of traction around the community, and we're getting a lot of upgrades. A lot of upgrades from it.
Yeah, it's been a lot of participation in it. A lot of upgrades.
Hmm. Oh, I forgot to ask you, Izzo. What are you enjoying with us tonight? What cigar do you have?
Well, it started around noontime today, my time. No, I'm
Right?
kidding. No, no,
Hey, there's been
uh,
days like that.
no. Where's
Oh,
camera?
yeah.
This is the Mia Carita from Dunbar Tobacco and Trust. It's one of their. It's part of their whole product line. I
Hmm.
really like this. It's a bigger cigar. It was perfect for tonight, Frank. Because
Hmm.
when you were texting me saying, "Hey, come on," with the invitation,
Yeah.
and then I'm like, well, I want to participate on Jason's show, whether in the chat or maybe I'll go on stream with him,
Ye- ye-
if there's room or whatever. But I
There's
wanted a
always room
nice,
for you.
I wanted a nice cigar tonight.
Hmm. Hmm.
So, but this is again for anybody who likes a nice Nicaraguan, uh, uh, more on the full body. They say it's medium to full. I say it's closer to full. But and I just use a double cat's eye cut on it.
Nice. I don't even know
Um,
what that is.
okay,
Uh,
the cat's eye. You never heard of that?
Well, there's the punches. I know the V cuts. I know the straight cuts.
The V cut is also nicknamed the cat's eye because when you
Okay.
do a double, so if you cut it once, turn the cigar 90 degrees, and you give it
And
another slice,
cross cut. Okay,
cross
I
cut. So
never heard it called it that way.
We always
it's
learn something with this.
they,
Right? I love this.
And I like it because, yeah, at 45, it could possibly, but I don't think so.
Hmm. Hmm.
um, it's
More
just
of an
another,
indirect thing.
yeah, it's just another cut, depending on what kind of draw you like.
Hmm.
So
I I'm smoking. Have you heard of these yellow bands by? I smoke these a lot on my stream by Aromacraft. I say the yellow band because I can't pronounce that name. Is
I've heard of it, never had it.
This is a great full body cigar. I love this cigar. I'm gonna send you one, Izzo.
Send me a link. You know what, Frank? I've been thinking between you, Shane, and a few other people, I would really like to maybe get into a thing of maybe once a month or so. Just put
Ooh,
together like two to four cigars. We'll
Mm-hmm.
put
new
them in one of
cigar
those.
club.
Yeah, we'll put them in one of those Bovita bags.
Mm-hmm.
Put it in an envelope or a box, and just send it.
Say a Velveeta
Because
bag?
remember, Frank, when I met
Yeah.
you, when I
Yeah.
first met you here online, you sent me
New World.
the New Worlds. Yes,
Yes.
you introduced me to a great cigar,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that's kind of a way of it's another way because I stay away from the marketing. I stay away from. I don't care if this was the most popular cigar in 2020, but I stay away from all that because everybody's palate is different. So how can you say it's the same thing with antennas? I learned that from my grandfather. The antenna stuff is completely a lot of it is marketing. I rather talk to somebody who uses the antenna, like the different spool antennas, the Reliances, the stuff that Salty Walt uses, and a few other people in our ham radio, network world. I rather talk to them or watch how they use an antenna and how they used it because listen, some of Walt's antennas I'm just never going to use. They're probably good and they're good for him, and I'm happy to. But I know for me, it just wouldn't work. But there are others that Walt has
Mm-hmm.
that I can. So it's the same thing as you know. I'm not going to get into Chevy versus Ford.
So, before the big lockdown, Jason and I were a part of a group of colleagues over time of just throughout all where all we were working. We had a cigar group. We got together once a month, and there was enough of us there was about 11 of us, and each month was assigned a person, and that person will buy a box of cigars around $7 to $12 per cigar, and they will bring that cigar for the month, and we'll all sit down and smoke it, and we'll come out of them with we smoke one and probably have one or two extras to take home. And we did that, and it's just really opened up the cigar world because we were just trying different things all the time. You didn't have to burn. Sometimes I bought cigars. I'm like, I don't know what this is. This is just a box I found. I never smoked it. The guy said it was kind of decent, and we tried it. Some people liked it, some people didn't, and it just kind of opened up horizon for all the different cigars out there. And also at the beginning, it helped me figure out what flavors I liked, what the miles with the mediums, or the different leaves also helped us to understand a lot of that too. But the for Christmas we called it the commie herf, and where we all bought a cigar, or we took a head count, and then we roughly priced it like, okay, if we all buy a $15 cigar, then we put it in the middle and then just kind of randomly draw one, or we all buy a box of the kind of the normal stuff, and then we just do a trade and we come out with this big grab bag of cigars, which was always fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
It is amazing how the cigar world has changed, just like anything else now. From and talking to some of the older guys,
Mm-hmm.
because I mean, I consider myself still a young guy. I mean, I've only been smoking for probably about maybe 25, 30 years. We're talking guys who go back,
Mm-hmm.
way back, and there really wasn't a lot out there. You didn't have the cigar lounges that you have today. I love it. My lounge that I normally go to is they know they're not trying to upsell anything. So to me, right off the bat, that
Mm-hmm.
says a lot, right? And they kind of know they want to ask you if you want to try something different. And then of course, I may have some questions. So we've all learned, and the biggest thing that I learned that the tobacco is coming in, the tobacco
Mm-hmm.
is coming in from different parts of the world now. It's not just all Cuban, it's not just all Nicaraguan. You got a lot. There's a lot of blending going on in some with some companies.
Mm-hmm.
That means they're mixing stuff. So you're taking some Dominican, you're taking some Nicaraguan, then you got a filler, and then of course it goes into a deeper dive of where did they get the leaf from?
Mm-hmm.
What part of the plantation.
And sometimes also how long that leaf was dried before they even did.
Well, before that, hold on, Frank. Before
Yeah, go,
that,
go. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
where were the leaves on the plant? Were they on the top, the middle, down below? What season did it get picked? Then, like you said, how long did it sit? And I have found anything over like 3 years. Yeah, you may pay a buck or two more, but I think
Mm-hmm.
it's worth it, man. But again, that's for my taste. That's for my taste of what I like. Although I did have a freshly rolled one time at a wedding,
Mm-hmm.
and it was good. It surprised me.
Lon tries to help me out here. So it's Maze Tranza is the cigar name. Maze Tranza. And I just know it as the yellow band from Roman Craft. When I was on the latest cruise with the family where I brought the Meshtastic devices, we're not going to say that word too many times because if we do, someone will pop up and start preaching the love of C Studios because they make great devices. But during that cruise, I had to say it because every time I say Spec 5 and he comes up, C Studios. We all know who we're talking about. But for that cruise, we did a cigar rolling class where they talked about rolling cigars and the parts of the cigar, the body, the shoulders, the foot of the cigar, and the filler, the binder, and then your wrapper. Which I knew those words, but when you physically see the cigar rolled,
That's
just
what I want to see,
instantly
Frank.
for
You're
me
right.
made
Right.
sense. Instantly.
I watched it on YouTube. I watched it on the YouTube. You roll it. You roll it. You go back. You rewind it. I would love to see it.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, there's a Nicaraguan company down there that does it. They do Lawless Cigars and a few other brands, and they do
Mm-hmm.
the factory tours. I think once a month or something. I forget.
Ooh.
That is one of my dreams. That is one of my things that I would love to do, to actually go to the factory and then know that maybe 3 years later, what I saw is what I'm smoking. I mean
Ooh,
that kind of thing.
that'd be
I'm
fun.
sure. I'm sure. Listen, you guys who like your bourbon and stuff,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I'm sure it's got to be the same way of walking through the factory, watching it done, and this and that, and then there's the barrels, and then
Oh
those
yeah.
barrels are just going to sit there, right? That's all they're
And the
going to do.
lives on the barrels, even after they have the bourbon, are so interesting because they can only use the barrel once in true bourbon. Then those barrels go have a life over at distilleries. Or not, I'm sorry, I misspoke there. Breweries will take bourbon barrels and let the beer rest in the barrel.
Oh, I
And
didn't know
also,
that. Oh, I didn't
yeah,
know that.
yeah. There's some bourbon barrel beer out there. It's usually very sweet. I don't know why. It's probably picking up the sugars from the barrel. And then there's also parts of bourbon and whiskey that are also finished the bourbon and whiskey in a port barrel or a wine barrel. So those are where they say finished in. Then it's usually a port barrel, a wine barrel, and then it gives some of the flavor from whatever that barrel was used in.
Let me ask you a question. The barrel.
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe it's dependent on what's inside it, but when it's laying on its side, I presume it's laying on its side in racks.
Yes, you want it laying on the side.
Do they? Is there a time frequency where it's been determined they need to take it and roll the barrel a couple times to mix what's on, or do you do not want to do that?
I think they usually don't do that. They just put it in the warehouse and just let it sit and age in a nice warehouse, allowing the bourbon, just like wine, to naturally flow in and out of the wood. as it then that's how it takes the flavor of the wood, and also for bourbon the charredness of those new charred oak American oak barrels.
So the guys at the other night were drinking. Help me out with this name. Angel's Breath, Angel's Wrath,
Angel's Envy.
Angel's Envy.
Yes, yes.
They were. This guy came in probably about the size of a laptop, zippered pouch,
Mm-hmm.
and in there were these tubes. There were four tubes,
Mm-hmm.
and he had different bourbons in them. He mentioned there was some Four Roses in there.
Ooh.
There was some McAuliffe, I believe he said.
Callens? Okay.
McAllen's. And then he was talking. They were talking about this Angels stuff. I guess
Mm-hmm.
it's 110 proof or something.
Nice.
And of course, they poured me one. I'm like, guys, you know, man. They said, no, just smell it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was an amazing aroma.
That sounds beautiful. Mike in the chat says, "Fun fact: Tabasco ages in Jack Daniel's barrels." I know.
Wow, I didn't know that. Wow.
I knew they aged their Tabasco in barrels. I didn't know it was Jack Daniel's. Ooh, that sounds even better now. But we got Joe. What you drink usually doesn't age in barrels. It's just white, clear, fresh from the mountains.
My sweet tea.
Your sweet tea. Your sweet tea.
My sweet tea.
Inside a milk jug.
I
Mason
usually
jars?
have four roses on hand.
Yeah. Which bottle of Four Roses? There is the cheap $20 bottle, which I love.
The cheap $20.
Dude, that cheap $20 bottle is a great bottle of bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
Great bottle of bourbon for $20.
What's the was it small batch or the single? So there's something up from that.
There's the reserve, and then the up from that is in that special kind of like square bottle. It has the Four Roses in the glass. The single barrel. I don't know how they do that because Four Roses is a blended bourbon.
Ain't that something?
Yeah, maybe they blend it and then age it in the barrel, so it'll be a single barrel. But it's a beautiful one. Beautiful one.
Frank, all these companies, it's amazing. All of these companies, whether it's tobacco now, cigar smoking, all your whiskeys, your bourbons, they have got this down to a science, as well as there's a whole, what's what I'm looking for, like a secretive room that, where they discuss, they try, even before we, the consumers, even have light of it. And it must be amazing to be part of that team. And that dedicated team who's trying to find either a new taste or something different that what consumers are going to eventually want to buy, which means, good for you, good for them. So I find it, what do you call that? Maybe the R&D. I find it very interesting.
He was talking about going through the distilleries and stuff, taking the tours and learning how all that stuff's made. And it got me thinking about this. Asked me what kind that I have, like Four Roses, what I've had lately. But I used to keep a lot of Knob Creek on hand. Enjoyed that.
Ooh,
but then
I like Knob Creek.
But then I find myself when I'm wanting to try something new, and I don't really know what I want, and there's just walls of selection. I'll start reading the bottles, and I come across one that had a great story on it, and I bought it just because of the story. Didn't know if I was going to like it or not.
Yeah.
But it was Lawrencey. If you had that.
I think we had that in More Expo. Was it Tim? Was it Gray Man? Why am I blanking on his name right now? His cousin Eddie, or used to have cousin Eddie.
Clark?
No.
W8. Trying to think of his call sign. I think I know who you're talking about.
Oh, I
W8.
am so embarrassed I'm forgetting about this. His name.
Joe, real quickly, while he's doing
Go
that,
ahead,
I've done that with tequila.
Yeah.
Where you go into the store and they got like the different sections. and for somehow psychologically, you look for the night for whatever bottle appeals to you, whatever the shape of the bottle or the
Yeah,
yeah, and it isn't. I mean, and sometimes that's not the greatest, and other
shape of the
times,
bottle, the color
yeah,
of the
Freddie
yeah,
Mac.
beverage.
Freddie Mac.
Freddie Mac. I
Freddie
knew that's
Mac.
who's Oklahoma.
Freddie Mac brought a liter and a half of Legacy, that bourbon you were just talking about.
Lawrence.
Yeah, we polished it off that first night.
You didn't
We
even read the story on the bottle, though, did you?
no,
You're too drunk
Missed
afterward.
out. Missed out.
You gotta do that in the
was
beginning.
15 of us, but
It's-
still, we knocked it out.
Of course, hence the name. It was a stolen bourbon. So he started bottling it and relabeling it.
I'm just going to say here something new that we've been doing this year on the Tank Radio live streams. A $10 super chat or any other super chats added up towards or over $10 will keep the live stream free forever, because I hated how it was inserting the ads. I hated how it took us out of the content. And since I'm giving an ad read here right now, but just a $10 super chat will keep it live and free forever. And we got it. Thank you very much, Mike. I appreciate that. You are awesome and amazing. And I'm never going to hit that add button to this live stream ever. So thank you, thank you, thank you. You're amazing.
If Frank doesn't pay us to come on, just so you know, he doesn't pay us.
Man, I'm broke. I'm
we
broke.
come on.
I'm more broke now. I'll tell you why after the stream. But yeah. Yeah, but thank you very much, Mike. I do appreciate that. And now let's get back to talking about everything about Ham Radio. This really does feel like a Clubhouse stream now.
There you go.
I love it. What have you been up to lately, Izzo?
Not as much. I went out for a POTA 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
I think I did about 70, 75, and it just felt. I get into these winter doldrums. I was telling my wife this the other night. I said something to do with the month of February and the month of March is very psychologically tough for me, and I don't know why. It gets a little harder as I get a little older, because it's like I just want a certain weather temperature. Plus all the other things in life. You know, you don't want to be bothered with a problem, or uh, it happens to everybody, right? But somehow February and March are very tough for me. So I haven't been playing all that much radio. I've been watching a lot of stuff that guys who came back between down there in Orlando Hamcation.
Yep.
Excuse me. And I've been kind of saying, do I want this? And right away, my one part of the brain is saying, do you really need it? But
Yeah.
I really want it, so we're kind of, I can feel it coming, Frank. I can feel it coming. A lot of our
Here tonight.
yeah, exactly, Joe.
Oh no.
If you can come inside my head, man, sometimes it's like a Judge Judy court session going on. I don't know. It gets crazy because it's just a different atmosphere, and maybe other parts of the country are going through. The guys are going through the same thing too. Because for a couple of years, I was fighting. I fought winter, and I said I'm going to get smart, and I'm not going to let winter get me down. This year was the year I kind of just threw my hands. I said, okay, winter and cold, I don't care. We'll just take a break. But I'm missing getting out there, and it just, like I said, it felt really fun. Now we're dealing with some rain. Now we're dealing with more mud. The snow's finally melting in the backyard. I don't have 6 feet of snow and drifts anymore. I think I'm down to anywhere from 0 to maybe 1 or 2.
That's tough, man.
It's weird. It's weird, but because I watch other guys in the winter, seeing how they're doing. I got to tell you one thing. If you're a Yezu guy and you don't know what an ATAS is, I highly recommend get yourself an ATAS. I really do. It's a simple way of, stay in your vehicle, keep the truck running, keep it warm, blow some heat in, whatever. Even if you just get out for 45 minutes to an hour. And I think that was my problem. I wasn't doing that.
An ATOS is a automatically tuned coil antenna for your vehicle that pairs. Is it Yezu who makes them?
Yes.
Yeah, so it pairs well with Yeezys. What radio would you recommend with that?
I have it with the 891. I never saw. I
Ooh.
never said. I never said I was going to buy a Yaesu when I did. I threw it in a 50 cal ammo box, and I there's a tuner in there if I want to use a tuner, and I want to use a different antenna. I built the box out. Well, it's kind of funny. I did the box backwards. I built a lot of ham radio boxes, but this one I said this is just for fun, and I don't care what it looks like. And there was no sketching out. This was really throw it on the workbench and let's just see what happens. And it was kind of fun to fly by the seat of my pants. Had to go back, make some minor adjustments. But the first thing I did was I put stickers on it, which I learned you don't do that because if you start drilling holes, now this is what you either got to replace the sticker or find another place for the holes. But it was fun. And I still use it today. Between that, the 705 and the 7300, it's like, what radio do you want to use? Then, but warmer temperatures are coming in. It's just like anything. Mother Nature's going to tease us.
Yep.
Like tonight, there's a beautiful sunset tonight. I think by this weekend it's going to get cold again. Well, I mean, what are you going to do?
Well,
My only choice is.
The weather here, we're starting to get some thunderstorms. It's getting to that rainy season.
Are you going into tornado season now?
Yep.
Is there a traditional tornado? For you and Joe? Yeah.
Yep, it's around this time
Twice
it
a year.
officially starts up. Yeah. I was supposed to meet Prep and Paul, maybe L, and I think another gentleman down at Cedar Hill, and we were going to do some fun with antennas. We might have done a live stream. The rain killed that. Also, I had something health pop up, and I wasn't able to make it. So I'm kind of feeling you a little bit there too, Don. I've been stuck in the house for the last couple of weeks, and then a couple of weeks before that, I was stuck in the house with the sinus infection. So,
Frank, I learned if I don't push myself out, if you don't push yourself out, it just gets kind of, at least for me, in my therapy, psychology, whatever you want to call it, if you don't push yourself out, you're missing out. That's what I learned, and because I stopped it a long time ago. I don't go to a park to make 100 QSOs. I go to a park to have fun now, and if I pull out 20, who cares? If I pull out 120, who cares? I don't do that. When I get to that park, and depending on what the bands are, I might just work park to parks and then call it a day and go do something else. Go to another park, go get something to eat, go have a cigar. I've just decided to stop being so structured and just fly a little bit more by the seat of your pants, and I'm having a little bit more fun doing that.
Yeah, I agree. Don, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. I really do appreciate that. You are awesome, Don. Thank you. And they went to Andy. Rock on, Andy. We have 45 Auto got one. Chris. And our mesh dealer crap. We said it twice now. Dave. We got to be careful. One more time, then he'll pop up on the stream. Also, awesome. Kilo Romeo 4 Juliet Golf Delta. Got all the other membership. Y'all are awesome. Make sure you keep those memberships active because June or July, one of those months, is going to be my annual Christmas in December all hands meeting where any membership, any level, y'all are going to be invited to the Tank Commanders meeting, and we're going to hang out for an hour having fun. So keep those up to date both on Patreon and also on YouTube. So that's going to be fun. Ooh, things that are coming up around here. I'm so looking forward. I hope I'll be able to go to the Go Kit Challenge. Izzo, man, this will be up your
Please
court.
record that. I love when you and Mike do your recordings.
Yes.
Of that, because that's a fun way of looking at how other guys are doing it, give you ideas, or just be the envious saying, I wish I could do that. I don't care. It's still your videos. You and Mike have done an incredible job, so thank you.
John said, "Who lives at the airport?" I do. I'm just off of one of the runways. I'm literally a stone's throw in the airport. And sorry, this mic is a little hot. Usually it's not that bad, but when they take off going south, it's just you hear it from my place.
I'm on
when
a
I-
flight path here.
yeah,
Airplanes are ruining ham radio.
airplanes are ruining ham radio.
Oh, my God.
I'll tell you, don't go to a park just north of the runway and try to do satellite contacts. The police will show up.
What are you pointing at the planes?
Yes, kinda. That's where the pass was coming through over with that Yagi antenna. But yeah, man, I'm glad y'all came on. I needed this. This has been awesome. I've really been enjoying it, hanging out with both of y'all. And I need to get back in the clubhouse. One of these days.
Just knock on the door.
I was just gonna say, Frank, just knock on the door.
I will definitely do that anytime. If you have a spot, let me know. Lee's asking, when's the Go Kit Challenge? The Go Kit Challenge is, I think it's in a couple of weeks. I just did a video on it on my channel. Not this coming weekend, but the next weekend, the 21st, is going to be the Go Kit Challenge in Louisville. It's awesome. It's free. It's free to enter, free to show up and look at everyone's radios. You come out, they'll give you 5 tickets. You go around and you put a ticket in the cup of whoever's radios you like, and they will count them up, and there will be a winner. There's 3 fields, different classes of radios you can, or different classes of kits you can enter. There is the regular Go Kit. There is the UHF VHF, or they like to call it the 50 and over. And then there's the mobile category. So you don't have to have an HF radio if you're just a technician. You can go ahead and enter whatever your technician rig is. It could be a satellite kit. I've seen a shadow kit. A gentleman shadowed for races up here and other events that ham radio operators help out with. And he had a radio pack that was his HT, couple of batteries, a wireless, or it's a separate wired mic, a earpiece, and some other stuff to round out that kit so he can be operating the whole time that event's going on. And there was Penny, I think it was last year, had her radio kit on a mobile scooter for her because she was she wasn't able to get out to the parks, and she had some mobility challenges. So she had a whole HF or UHF VHF radio and the antenna mounted to her scooter, so she can go out and scoot around the parks and still operate.
Nice.
That was so cool. That was so cool. We got about 5 minutes left here. Dave, you should come. Definitely, man. Enter his RV as mobile. Yes.
Frank, ask Joe Brett what he's been doing.
Joe, well, that's what I was about to get around to. Joe, what have you been up to?
What is it talking about? You know, I don't do nothing.
Yes, you do. You do a ton. This guy does a ton of stuff. I'm telling you, man. Don't let him fool you.
You talking like outside of ham radio? 'Cause
Anything.
Well, ham radio wise, I haven't done much of anything. This is the first time I've been in the shack in a week to even look at my radios. It's good to see that they're still there, still pretty.
Mm-hmm.
So, besides that, I mean, I go to work, come home. But then when I come home, we come up with this good idea. This year we incorporated an LLC, and
Ooh.
yeah, the wife wanted to do like some booth sales, like thrifting kind of stuff, or vintage. I don't know what you call it, but anyway, it has also turned into a hat business. So we've been doing some hats. So we just knocked out 145 hats last night.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we spent. See, we come home from work Friday, and a little after midnight Saturday morning, we finished up cutting the patches and got up and put them all on the hats all day yesterday.
Dave is asking, you did something for the ham alert on the C Studio device?
Yeah, so that's, I mean, I didn't do a whole lot. I vibe coded it, okay?
Uh-huh.
So
that
I
hurts me a little bit.
Well, hurt away, brother, hurt away. So, you know, little tidbit here. I did go to college for computer programming thing.
Mm.
Um, and then yeah,
What's
how
your
about
language?
that?
What
I didn't
language?
know that.
HTML.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. So like the only thing that I remember from school is we did AS400
Okay.
and C++, and then everything else.
Yes. I was hoping for that. Take that, Don.
Everything else we done, it was just wild. And I'm
Mhm.
sure it's even worse now, but this was back in 2000, and all the classes we'd sign up for the next upcoming semester would be obsolete before we got to that semester, and we'd have to pick new languages.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I started having a family and working full time after college, and I didn't use computer programming at all, so I don't remember much of it.
Mm-hmm.
Very very little. So I started using Microsoft Visual Studio, and
I love Visual Studio.
I do the GitHub Copilot for
Mhm.
the AI stuff. I do attempt to follow along and watch how it's doing to try to learn how some of the functions, because I got a little understanding of it, but sitting down and writing the stuff from scratch, yeah, no, I'm not that deep into it anymore. I'm not doing it. Not
Don
doing it for
Army, I
work.
like that.
But as far as the Ham alert thing that Dave's talking about, actually that was Jim that came up in this idea of a Ham alert on a Meshtastic device or a ESP32. Well, I got this sense cap indicator from Seed Studio, and I wasn't really using it because I'm not really into mesh around here because nobody else has got mesh around here. So I only take it to the Hamfest. And I was like, that would be kind of cool. So I vibe coded the thing, and yeah, it does its thing. It's got a little Ham alert, lives on my wall now. Just look up at it.
Do we? Is that code publicly accessible where we can go get it?
Yep, it's on my GitHub. And there it is. Can't see it too well, but
That's awesome.
Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool?
That's
That is
awesome.
so cool.
so it's like GitHub /R RF -YVY, something like that. Let me get that camera off on me. I'm sorry about that.
That's all right. And where can we find more? Are you selling hats to the general public, or are you just doing bulk orders right now?
Right now, I'm just selling local right now, but there's something you want, email me. I'm good on the Zed, and we'll
Okay.
come up with something.
I was just, if you had a public web page, I want to throw it out there.
Yeah, not yet. We're working toward that. Baby steps.
Cool. And y'all do the clubhouse together every Thursday night, 7 p.m.
Tuesday.
Oh,
Tuesday.
whoa.
I know.
That's
Come
why
give it to me.
That's
Give
why
it to
you
me.
ain't been on.
That's why we're not coming. Right, you show up on Thursdays and the place is all locked up and dark.
Yeah.
The cleaning lady's the only one there.
Tuesday nights. My bad. Well, y'all talk about ham radio and then everything around ancillarily and not even about ham radio. You got Steve. We got these two jokers. Shane. I think that's everyone. Am I forgetting anyone?
Yes, so Daniel went back to work full time.
Yes, he did.
Bear Snack is really busy in life and Boy Scouts and stuff. So he still keeps
good
up
for
with
him.
all our financials and our books to keep us all legal, legit, and accounted for. So he does a lot of work behind the scenes. And he pops in there every now and then when he can.
Awesome, y'all. Well, thank you for joining here. I'm going to wrap this up. Hang out. I'll talk to you in the after the show in a minute.
We got to get to Jason's stream.
I know we do. Thank y'all for joining. I really do appreciate it. Let me say thank you to Don that gave the 5 gifted subs. I really do appreciate that. Mike, thank you for keeping the stream free. And at the top, Radio Wayne used his 7-month membership super chat. Y'all are awesome and amazing. Please go ahead, and if you do like the show, search Tank Radio and 80 Audio Podcast app, because you will find a new release every week, and some of that stuff is not on YouTube. So go ahead and definitely do that, and thank you to all my Patreon supporters. Thank you to my YouTube members, and thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. As always, go forth and conquer. Say bye! I didn't have the ending string queued up. There we go.